2 plus 2 fam, what up? I got a banger for you today. How to retire forever. Isn't that what we all want, right? How to never worry about money again, how to live off the interest, how to literally just, money is no longer a worry for your life. If that's something that's interesting to you, watch this video. It's gonna be like 2 minutes, okay? So this is what I did to retire. Obviously, I'm not retired. I still do this for fun. I still obviously do this for a lot of reasons. Like I still love working. I'm too young to actually retire. I feel like I'd be bored in 5 minutes, right? But as far as like money, right? Money is obviously off the table. It has been for a long time. So how did I get to that level? How did I figure that out? And I'll tell you how. I'll show you right here. Very simple. I got a calculator out. So easy. But like you guys understand that like there are companies that pay you interest, right? I mean, there's one that does 9% interest in my Twitter bio. Or just go to blockfi.com/kale. And I don't care about the affiliate link, guys. I could really care less. But you see this, right? This is the key to all of it. I knew this early on. I knew this years ago, right? This 9%. Okay. So this has not always been a thing, right? If you go back in life, there was this thing called the 4% rule, I think. The 4% rule, yeah. This is how I got introduced to it. My financial advisor taught me this. The 4% rule is that retirees, right? I'll just read it to you. The 4% rule is a practical rule of thumb, maybe used by retirees to decide how much they should withdraw from their retirement funds each year, okay? So what they're saying is it suggests the total amount you can withdraw. So basically, if you have a retirement account with like a traditional financial advisor, okay? Let's say you put $1 million in there, okay? Say you put $1 million in there. Is that $1 million? That's $1 million, okay. And then you just multiply that times 0.04. Okay, you're going to have $40,000 a year that you can withdraw if your investor, whoever's managing your money is decent, they should be able to get a 4% return on your money, right, over a year. So you can withdraw $40,000 a year, technically forever, and never touch the principal, the $1 million. I know it's a simple concept, but just bear with me, okay? So basically, you're saying, okay, I'll be able to spend $40,000 a year forever. And at the end of the time, and when I die, I'll give $1 million to my kids, right? That's a pretty simple calculation. Obviously, when you add inflation into the mix and you add, stock market ups and downs and risks into the mix, you definitely have a lot more variables. And if you sit down with a financial advisor, they will. That's how they sell you. They say there's a lot more that goes into this, Kale. There's a lot more that, we could worry about this and this and this. But here's the thing, guys. No one can predict the future 10 minutes away, much less 30 years, right? So for me, it was very simple. It was like, I just got to like overdo this a little bit, right? I got to pick a number. I got to pick a number and I got to hit that number. And then basically, even if everything goes wrong, I'm probably going to be able to live off the interest forever. Does that make sense? So let's just honestly, if you can't make 9 to 10% in this market and just, literally you can plop it in BlockFi and do nothing and they'll do it for you, 9% interest, like, if you can't do that, you're not focused, right? And so this is easy, free money. So I just used this number and I was like, okay, well, let's see. Okay, let's see what this is and what do I, and I do it based on monthly income, not yearly income sounds too vague, right? So if you do $1 million again, right? If you do $1 million and you do times 0.09, this is how I do it. I don't know, there's probably an easier way. You get $90,000 a year and then I just divide that by 12, right? So every month I could spend $7,500 a month and I would never touch the principal. That's pretty good. I mean, $1 million, $7,500 a month. That's a pretty good chunk of change, right? But here's the deal, okay? And here's what I've learned very quickly is that once you have money and you have more time, right? If you're able to get to this level and you don't have to work 90 hours a day, you're going to spend more money. You're going to want to travel. You're going to want to do bougie things. And $7,500 a month isn't going to go as far, right? Like you could easily spend $1,000 at dinner in Miami once, one night, and so easily. And that's not even being bougie. You know what I mean? Like bougie people would get the private jet to Miami and then they would stay at the penthouse and then all this stuff, right? So spending $7,500 a month didn't motivate me very much. It was kind of like, I could make $7,500 a month. I might as well just work at Kinko's or something. I'm just kidding. But there's a lot of ways to make that. So what I did is I set a very ambitious goal. Like this wasn't the goal, but let's just say 5 million. Okay. I don't want to go too crazy here, but let's say you set your goal for $5 million, okay? And you're like, I can earn 9% interest on that times 0.09, right? That's 450 grand a year that you can just spend. Whoop! You can just spend it. And then divide that by 12 and we have $37,500 a month. Obviously, there's taxes and all that stuff. But if you can get a net of $5 million in a bank account somewhere for you, and you can earn $37,500 a month in interest, are you going to be happy? Or are you going to have a crazy, bougie, freedom lifestyle? Of course you are. I mean, think about trying to spend $37,500 a month. It's hard. It's not even easy. Like, if you're traveling full time in Dubai and really being bougie, yeah, sure, you could probably spend that. But like, you'd have to go pretty hard. You'd have to really, really crank, right? And so this is the type of security that makes you like, you can breathe easy, right? You wake up and you're like, and I'm not trying to brag or be like anyone that here, guys. I really am not. But like, trust me, from experience here, having interest, having passive income coming in where your money is working for you, where you're not, every day you're not like pushing. You're not like, oh shit, I got to make a paycheck. It feels good. It really, really does. Because you just have so much freedom. And you could do anything at any time. It's like FU money. What's a good example? I wouldn't read this book, but it's just such a good title. I think this is a book. FU money. It's like Dan Lok, I think. But I just think that it's this concept. You don't need to read the book. I don't really know. I don't know if this guy's legit or what, but I just thought the title was so good. The real one is The Millionaire Fastlane. The Millionaire Fastlane is where I learned this FU money concept. I mean, this is a banger book. You should read this book. But he talks about it in this book. He's like, when you have money, and he gives you like a formula for this, or maybe it's his next one. He has another one in the series. But read anything by MJ DeMarco, read it. Okay, it's amazing. But he talks about how having FU money it's so freeing, right? Like if you have this $37,500 a month, it's FU money. It's like, oh, it's snowing here. It's freaking cold here. Oh, FU, I'll fly first class to Miami right now. My parents are depressed and they're calling me and they're like, I wish I could get out of here. Send them on a $10,000 vacation to Bora Bora right now. Right? And I'm not even touching the principal. I'm not even touching the original amount. Like this is FU money, right? And it feels good. I'm not going to lie. People say money can't buy happiness, but if you have some kind of money like this and and most importantly, you have the passive income coming in, boom, 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 boom. You will feel like the king of the world. You'll be at dinner and your friend is telling you about how they lost their job or whatever. And you just like buy their dinner and you just walk across to Walgreens and you buy a $5,000 Visa gift card and you just hand it to them. And they're like, oh shit. Like it changes people's lives. You can change people's lives and it doesn't even affect you, right? So you can do good with it. You can have fun with it. You can feel free with it. I would encourage you not to get stressed out about, I don't have the money right now. I don't have the 5 million or whatever the goal is. Make sure you set the goal and make it personal for yourself. If you don't need this much a month, don't set a goal for this much a month. If you need 90,000 a month, make sure you set more, right? But go in here and do the calculation. You could do 9% interest, 8% interest. I think that's a safe bet for the long-term future. I think we're going to get that in these markets. And figure out how much do you really want to make a month, and then go make the original principal. And that's the hard part. That's why you gotta have a business. That's why you gotta have crypto. That's why you gotta have NFTs, all the stuff that we're trying to learn together in 2+2. But yeah, man, that's what I got. That's been a big concept for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And make sure you smash the like if you like this one, because I want to make sure how to tailor these videos. All right. Love you guys. Bye.